attention carefully to whatever projects you might be interested in. And at the end of the presentation, we'll be asking you to choose your top 5 choices from most preferred to least preferred. So it's just a good idea to just pay attention to the next few slides. Thank you. So the first few slides, we'll be talking about current projects. So the first current project's it's a project program, you could say either or. It's known as the Virtual One-on-One. And this is basically you are communicating with seniors virtually, and you're just providing virtual companionship to the seniors. So some tasks that you have are you can make regular phone and video calls and just, talk about any topic you would like to talk about. So I recently was matched up with a senior, and so I would also do these regular phone calls. I would do it once a week, and usually we would start the conversation off with like, oh, how are you doing? How's the weather like? And then obviously we'd go to other topics. I realized that the hour would go really fast. Usually I would talk for an hour, but once you start talking, you just keep talking. So it's not that difficult in my opinion. Another task that you might be given is that you're providing seniors with technical help. So I also help the senior with WhatsApp, how to download it, how to use it, things like that. So that was very helpful for her. And also I got to learn as well. And then you document, so once you're done your virtual one-on-one, let's say you do session 1, you document all the sessions in a summary report, which is already given to you. So you just make sure you just write a few notes, like this is what we talked about. And then those notes might come helpful just when you talk with them again, and then you follow up with them. So those notes can be very helpful. So yeah, that's a virtual one-on-one. You do get matched up with the senior. So I first talked to Sam, and then she matched me with a senior, and then it just went from there. So it's a pretty easy process. Our next current program that we have is known as the Intergenerational Groups. And so this is a pilot project that was basically trying to integrate hand over hand young volunteers into a senior group of 20 years known as PTG. So these group of seniors, as you can see on your slides, so they've been meeting for 20 years. And so what we decided to do is to integrate younger volunteers with them. And so what your tasks might be with this program is to participate in weekly meetings. So we have meetings every Saturday, 10 to 12, and they're currently through Zoom. During these meetings, we present topics of interest, and we also just participate in the group discussions. So last year I presented, so you can literally just present about anything. Most of the time people tend to present things that are related to their field. So since I am in environmental management, I talked about meatless meats. So you could just talk about anything that you're interested in. And another task might be that you post content on the PTG WhatsApp group that basically we have a WhatsApp group where we've got some of the seniors and we've also got volunteers. And so we all just, post something, post a quote, or you post, like last week I posted my garden. So, and you just like talk with them daily on the group chat. So those are some of the few tasks that you do with this program. So this is an upcoming project. It's known as a video creation project. And so this is okay, so you're basically creating a video that displays H2O's launched programs. So I already talked about the PTG meetings and the one-on-ones. And so the main idea for this video is to promote and spread awareness of our services to like seniors, not just in Toronto, but like all over Ontario. And so some tasks and roles that we have for this project are, we need a script writer. So we need someone to brainstorm and write potential interview questions, lines, ideas, slogans, just things to say in the video. We need a video creator to help us design the video by editing and integrating clips. Obviously, it would be nice to have someone who already has like experience in like design and editing, things like that. But if you still don't have experience, but you're very like motivated and you really want to do this, you can also try it. We'll help you out along the way. And then the last role is speakers. So this doesn't apply to most of you guys because you haven't had any one-on-ones yet, or you haven't like been in the group meetings. But once you get in those meetings, we need people to share their stories on video. So those are the roles that are needed for this project. Next, we have fundraising. So we need people to research and apply for funding and in-kind donation opportunities so that H2O can continue to grow and just provide its services to seniors. So some tasks and roles that we need people to be in them are researchers. So we need people or volunteers to develop an Excel sheet with possible funding opportunities and just find data to support proposals. It's just really good to have that data because then you're able to, back it up and then you can get the funding. Another position or a role that needs to be filled in are the writers. So writers have to write the grant proposals. Again, it would be great if you have experiences with writing grants. That is obviously an asset, but if you don't have any experience, that's also okay. And then the last role is application coordinator. And so this person will just ensure that all the documents and everything are filled and completed. And yeah. Okay, so I'll pass the mic on to the next program coordinator.
Hello, I'm Simran. I'm going to be presenting the next few projects. So another great project that we have at Hand Over Hand is virtual fun activities. And so the aim of this project is to put together Zoom meetings that bring together seniors and youth and engage them into fun activities. So these fun activities could include yoga, meditation, dancing, singing, and so on. At this point, we would really like to know if any of you have any interests, any hobbies, any talents. So you could just drop that in the chat and we would really appreciate that. It would help us to get to know more about you. So some of the tasks and roles that we have for this project are the instructors. They would lead the Zoom meetings, engage the individuals in the activity. And we also have coordinators who facilitate and put together those Zoom meetings. Another great project that we have is volunteer training. So the aim of this project is to develop materials that would better equip our volunteers for the tasks and roles that they are engaged in. So if you were involved in this project, you would basically be involved in developing handbooks, training manuals, live training sessions, or even just collecting relevant resources that would better benefit our volunteers. So in this project, we really ask for experience with training, especially if it's senior related. So if you've done training related to seniors, that would be a great experience. We also value teaching experience. That would be a great experience. We're also looking for good communication, both oral and written, and good organizational skills. So some tasks and roles that we have here are coordinator. They would be scheduling that training and keeping a record of who's done what training and possibly delivering some of that training. The program developer would be actually creating the material and the program and the matrix. Another great project that we have is the app instruction project. The aim of this project is to develop user-friendly instructions for applications like WhatsApp. And the importance of this project is that once you guide seniors through that technical aspect of the project, of the app, like downloading WhatsApp, using WhatsApp, you can integrate them into a wide communicative network where they can reach so many people with the touch of their hand. And especially during this time, virtual connection is really the only connection that we can have on a regular basis safely. Some tasks and roles, if you're involved in this project, you would be making instructions. So you could be making screenshots, screen recordings, or even looking for pre-recorded instructions on the internet. And another great project that we have at Hand Over Hand is website content and design development. So the aim of this project in terms of our website and our blog is to develop and update the content. Here we're looking for experience with design and the arts. The roles that we have here are website content developers and website designers. And if you would like to take a look at our website, it's on the slide. And now I'm going to pass on the mic to another one of our project coordinators.
Hi everyone, my name is Brianna and I'll be presenting the last few slides on the next projects we have in mind. So the next one I'm going to talk about the social media development project, and the aim for this project is to basically advertise H2O and to market and basically spread awareness about the benefits and hopefully have more people join us. So some roles that are included under this project would be to coordinate and attend H2O events. That way we can capture some content. So an example would be someone who's great in photography can take some nice shots. Another role can be create compelling written, graphic, and video content. So this is essentially just preparing the posts. And finally, we can have some volunteers manage the social media accounts. So that would just be basically in charge of frequently posting the prepared post or the prepared content and making sure everything's up to date and everyone's updated on new events, tasks, and everything that's going on. So another project you can sign up for is the Matching Companions. So as Diljot talked about earlier, the one-on-one interaction, this is basically to ensure those one-on-ones are successful. So we want to create a detailed questionnaire for making successful matches between the senior and youth. So some roles that you can volunteer for here would be to research the needs and interests of both generations. This can also include researching about important personality traits, interests, hobbies that'll ensure a successful match. Another volunteer can build and design the questionnaire. Another role could be matching the companions based on the results, so analyzing the results and making those matches. And then finally, we would like to have someone to do the follow-ups just to ensure both parties are benefiting and it's a successful match. And here we have the Senior Outreach Program. So this program is basically the purpose for this is to spread awareness of H2O. In particularly, we want to target seniors. We want to recruit more seniors so that more seniors can benefit from this program and from the free services we provide. So some of the tasks here would be to actually research about centers, locations, and organizations that we can contact to recruit those seniors. And another role you can take on here would be to actually physically contact the location, either via email, via phone, and just to provide them with that information about our program and services, to conduct follow-ups, and hopefully have them help us spread the word about H2O. So now that you're all aware of the projects you can sign up for, if you have any questions, please let us know. Right now, we're going to have somebody just share with you in the chat a sign-up form. And if you can just take the next 5 minutes and fill that out. As Diljot mentioned earlier, you'll have the choice to list your 5 preferences. So make sure your number 1 is your number 1 choice, and so on. So if you can take the next 5 minutes to do that. In the meantime, if anyone has any questions, comments, concerns, please share with us and we'll be happy to answer.